After reading the book on Bazball by Lawrence Booth and Nick Holt, there is an excellent story on how Bazball was actually masterminded. And many people would say that it was all Brendan McCullum, but if you look at the root, it actually starts with Rob Key. Rob Key was a good player himself, attested to by a double century versus West Indies at Lords, and 2 tests before his final test, he made an excellent 83 on a spicy deck in Johannesburg. With close to 20,000 first-class runs at an average of 40, Rob Key even admits himself he should have played for England more. Perhaps he didn't quite keep up with the professionalism in cricket, or perhaps his unique abilities were not correctly backed. But you wonder if under a Brendan McCullum side, would he have been dropped after such a performance? After the COVID Ashes where England were dismal, it was clear that change was needed after the disappointing Chris Silverwood era. This is the point where Strauss sent a simple message to Rob Key with the instructions, would you be interested in a real job rather than talking rubbish all day long? To which Key replied, I could be interested, mate. And for context, at this point in time, Key was commentating for Sky, and that's how he was making his living. It was clear that Key didn't see having the job as being something he must get, rather something where he was going to be himself, outline his vision, and if that was the right fit, then so be it. He even said, if you have to drop me out for someone else, then I'm fine. I have a better life than to be going into the lion's den with you lots. After getting through the initial calls, what struck the England hierarchy was Key's non-corporateness. He didn't talk about KPIs or have vast presentations, and he even said he hadn't a clue about his management style. But what it was clear was that when he did elaborate, there was clear method behind his thoughts. And Claire Connor, the MD of women's cricket, even noted that his approach seemed highly collaborative. His whole mantra was to keep pressure off players and stay positive. His thinking was that this is the best way to be able to face 90-mile-an-hour bowling in the pressure of international cricket. Whilst Key may often have been seen as a jovial and unserious character, it's clear that underneath this belied a sharp cricket brain. You don't captain Kent for all those years and mix it with former England captains Nasser Hussain and Michael Atherton in the commentary box without serious knowledge of cricket. Even Sam Billings stated that the myth around it being jobs for boys is not true. And if you actually listen to Key, you realise how sharp his brain is when it comes to cricket. And he stated that if Ricky Ponting was saying some of the same things, then the credibility would have been so much higher. With England losing in the Caribbean in 2022 and Joe Root resigning, Rob Key was appointed MD of English cricket. And with the captaincy being empty, Rob could appoint who he wanted without any additional baggage. And that was the matured but fiercely loyal Ben Stokes, who is a character who's gone through a lot, but someone who's always aggressive and wanted to take the positive route. Now Key needed to find a coach who could do the same. Someone who would be more aggressive when things got tough and allow players to approach the 90-mile-an-hour ball with positivity. Whilst commentating for England versus Pakistan, Key pondered on why England always seemed to be so negative, and naturally, as leader, he sought to address this. Then came in Brendan McCullum. After the glowing recommendation from Sam Billings and the obvious pedigree of the teams he's captained for New Zealand, it was clear the man management was there. But what stood out to Key was the simplicity of McCullum's message. He had 3 rules. Batters should put the bowlers under pressure, bowlers should always look to take wickets even if trying to stop runs, and fielders should chase the ball very hard to the boundary at all times. This Key felt was a simple message to tell his players, and also clear themes that can steer England away from that dour mindset they had previously. After a bit of persuasion, on 12th of May 2022, McCullum was unveiled as head coach. And if you want to go into further detail on Brendan McCullum and his ideology, please check out the book by Lawrence and Nick, as that will give you much more info. But as always, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video.